Aside from the intermittent fasting and the 24-hour day minimum fasting that I've been doing, I'm doing intermittent fasting every day, that I'm not doing a longer term fast, and at least once a week I'm going for 24 full hours without eating. Um, that has been constant with me since the last update I made. Now I'm doing muscle testing, muscle response testing, also known as applied kinesiology, and that is allowing me to find out what I'm deficient in, or even allergic to in some cases, and then I can find out if the remedy or antidote to those deficiencies is in a form that I'm able to, that my body can utilize, and I'm also able to discover the exact dosage of each individual item that I'm going to be ingesting. The goal, as I've said before, is to balance my body out in a way that I hopefully no longer need insulin. I'm a type 1 diabetic. And even if I don't, I've been incredibly healthy since I began this journey of mine 15 plus years ago. And I'm finally at a point now where I can directly go towards diabetes. My head is cleared up from the brain damage, the PTSD for the most part. So I've been doing the muscle testing for a while. Here lately I've gotten way more specific with it than I've ever been before. The vitamin specifically that I'm deficient in is I'm somewhat deficient in my B vitamin complex. Could be the direct result of the deficiency in choline. For my deficiency in choline, I'm taking soy lecithin. I also have a deficiency in vitamin F, which for the vitamin F deficiency I'm taking safflower oil. And the vitamin F is more effective when taken at the same time as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and phosphorus. So another one that I'm weak in is vitamin K. For the vitamin K, I'm taking safflower oil as well, and for the vitamin K as well, and also kelp. Vitamin P, I'm weak in, and for that I'm taking rose hips, because that does better with vitamin C. And since rose hips has vitamin C in it, it's a good balanced nutrient for that deficiency. I'm moderately deficient in calcium. For the calcium, I'm taking bone meal. The bones that I have left over after I make bone broth, I am drying in my oven, and then I'm grinding them up, and I'm taking, I think it's about a quarter teaspoon of it a day in the evening. That is better with A, C, D, F, iron, magnesium. I'm deficient in potassium, for dulse and kelp for that. I did have some tablets that I had tested. I mentioned that earlier in the video, and just because I was playing around with muscle testing and how specific I can be with it, I was able to figure out that in that dosage and in that form, I need 8 of those tablets a day. It's absolutely a lot more cost effective for me to do the dulse and the kelp because it covers other bases as well, but that's neither here nor there really. So anyhow, I'll continue. I'm deficient in sodium as well, which potassium and sodium go hand in hand. They actually both are better utilized when taken with the other. So for my sodium deficiency, the kelp helps with that also, so does dulse again. And then I'm also eating olives and celery. Those are both good for sodium also. And as I said, that does work better with potassium. The other thing that I'm deficient in is chromium, so I'm taking brewer's yeast for that. I did fail to mention earlier that the brewer's yeast is also good for a lot of the B vitamins. So I've got other things that I'll be adding to that. I'm going to be picking up some bee pollen and possibly some royal jelly to help cover some of these deficiencies a little more appropriately. And I will be testing for other minerals and those sort of elements later on, probably early next week, so that I can continue on the process and put together this formulation for myself. So those are the types of things that I've been getting down for myself now. I have been keeping track of my blood sugars and what I'm eating, and then I'm also making a note of when I'm taking these new supplement routines or nutritional routines, as it were, and the effects of those as well. So I will continue to update. I just got moved finally. I'm in this place for the next 2 months or so. I picked up another vehicle, so I've been really busy doing life stuff, but I have been sticking with my plan. I have been doing the intermittent fasting, as I've stated, and making progress. My blood sugars have been fantastic. They got away from me a little bit yesterday. I actually had a hamburger with the bun. I actually ate the bun. They don't do that. I haven't eaten any sort of regular bread in probably over a year. Well, anything that wasn't sprouted and sourdough I haven't had in probably 2, almost 3 years now. So my body just didn't know how to handle it. It was okay though. I mean, I enjoyed the meal. It tasted good anyway. I didn't really like what it did to my body, so it'll be another quite a long time before I do that sort of deviation from my diet again. My body just doesn't know what to do with it anymore. So I've been doing apple cider vinegar regularly, even when I'm fasting, so that I can continue to rebuild my gut bacteria and improve my digestion. So I will continue to update. Hope you continue to enjoy and follow me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'll get back to them. I'll answer as soon as I possibly can. If you leave something for me on YouTube, I don't have the opportunity to check that quite as often, but I'm on my website a lot more regularly. So get a hold of me. I'd love to hear from you. And if you need anything more specifically detailed or explained, I'm glad to do that too. Just kind of documenting what I'm doing and what effects I'm having and why I've been doing it. Have a great day.